Hello, YouTube. Welcome to the White Wolf of Icicle Creek VOD and Nancy's Desk, where we can hear a weed whacker going on in the background. That will only last a few more seconds because we're going to listen to the case file instead. So this is the mystery we're solving. Oh, and of course, she's not voice acting the current assignment for us. Am I going to read this for you? No, we're just going to get into it, but all you need to know is there's a mysterious wolf that everybody thinks is blowing up Icicle Creek Lodge somehow, and we have to find it or something. The plot of this game is really weird. This is Austin's local Nancy Drew. You live in Alberta, that's so cool. Imagine if Arkansas got a Nancy Drew game. I would literally have the time of my life. Let's get into it.
When Chantal told me you were just a young thing, well, I thought she was pulling my leg. But you're not much older than my little girl, Freddie.
Well, if one of the people at the lodge is to blame for all those accidents, Chantal thinks somebody like me has a better chance of figuring out who it is than somebody more, hard-nosed.
Nancy has a soft
Chantal
nose.
has a bad habit of making up her mind without thinking things clear through. No need for you to tell her I said that, of course.
Is she still in Edmonton?
Afraid so. Insurance company's giving her and her lawyers a real hard time. Left running the lodge up to me. Which is why I'm not real crazy about the idea of having somebody new underfoot. Especially if something else happens.
I won't be underfoot, Mr. Randall, and I may be young, but I'm no novice when it comes to solving mysteries.
Yeah, she's an amateur.
Well, here, so you'll get to prove yourself soon enough. You hear that? Well, now, what was that?
This wolf has to be so intelligent to be able to know how to set off a bomb like that.
Was anyone in the bunkhouse when it exploded?
No, ma'am. Everyone here at the lodge is accounted for.
Oh, that's where Elsa and Becky had been living. Guess it was a good thing they quit after all. Elsa was my maid and Becky was my cook. Does the sheriff have any idea why the bunkhouse exploded?
He said he'd know more after the lab was done running tests on the debris he'd collected. He did say the blast was pretty powerful.
One of his deputies found the knob to the back door clear out on the highway.
Oh, that does it. Nancy, you have to find out who or what is behind these incidents, and you have to do it fast.
You sure you don't want to give your daddy a call?
My dad runs a whole chain of resorts, Ollie. If you think I'm gonna admit to him that I can't handle running just one, guess again. Besides, Nancy comes highly recommended, and I'm sure she's got a foolproof plan for getting to the bottom of this. Don't you, Nancy?
Well, I was thinking that maybe I'd just be your new maid.
You want to be my maid?
That would give me access to everyone's room, and I could question people without making them overly suspicious.
Oh, yeah.
It is a good
That's
idea.
An excellent idea. All right, you're my new maid. In fact, you're my new cook, too.
Your cook?
Well, that way, Ollie can stop pretending he can even read a recipe, let alone follow one. You'll have even more excuses to talk to the guests, and I won't have to pay anyone.
Why, I think that's a fine idea, ma'am.
Now, we're not taking any more guests until this accident thing is cleared up. So I want both of you to make sure that the 4 guests we have are well taken care of. Especially that Olympic caliber cross-country skier.
Join a
from
union,
Fredonia,
Nancy, for
Yanni
real.
Bogdaya. The flair he brings to the lodge is just what I need to attract the European jet-setting crowd.
Justice for
I'm gonna
Nancy.
be pretty busy trying to get rid of that
Hi,
wolf,
Jampa.
Chantal.
Welcome
We
in.
heard
Good
it
to see
howl
you.
last night.
How are you
just
doing?
before the bunkhouse blew up.
Well, do whatever you have to, Ollie. Oh, and Nancy, I want you to call this police detective I've hired as a consultant. I put his number
I'm
on
also
the phone
good.
there at the
Glad to
lodge.
hear it.
In fact, I think you know him. Tino Balducci? I gotta go. My lawyer's here. Good luck, you guys.
We
and
met
keep me
Tino last
posted.
week in Last Train.
Coming.
Tino Balducci.
I'll get you a master key and
An
leave it in your
icon,
room.
a legend.
If you need anything else, I'll be in the basement.
I think I'm going to turn up the voices a little bit because it seems a little quiet to me. Hello, Anne. Welcome. How are you doing? Hopefully that's not too loud. It's not letting me test it. Okay, what's on my checklist?
That's finished. Oops, haven't done that. Can't check that off yet. Oops, haven't done that. Can't check that off yet. This must be the key Ollie said he'd leave for me.
Perf.
And this must be a list of which guest is in what room. That'll come in handy.
Okay, maid duties. Daily cleaning. Pick up laundry bag at the front desk. Enter and clean only those rooms displaying the housekeeping sign. Make the bed. Remove used towels and washcloths. All rooms displaying the housekeeping sign must be cleaned no later than noon. When finished, drop the laundry bag down the chute at the top of the stairs by the restroom.
Skating pond maintenance. Oh, looks like
Okay.
I'm going to be doing a little bit of everything while I'm here. Report all avalanches to the avalanche patrol.
Okay, breakfast. We're already past breakfast, so we're looking for lunch. Next. Oh, your cat wants a walk. Also, this is a loud clock. Loud. Can I get in there with... Is this my key? Yeah. I gotta go get the laundry bag. We'll look at those in a minute. One thing about this game that I forgot until just now is there is a significant lack of music in this game. Winter sports. Oh, I clicked out. Not me immediately making a mistake. Okay, so that's good to know. I can click out of this game. Okay, maybe we should save immediately. Okay, there we go. Anything else I can see in here? Okay, nothing else. Two more. Okay. Think we've got all that taken care of.
This must be where I drop the laundry bag after I'm done cleaning all the rooms.
Perfect. Bath time for Nancy. Alright, let's go meet some people. What do we say?
Well, hello there. You must be the new maid Ollie told us about. I'm Bill Kessler. This guy's Lou Talbot.
Hey.
What's your name again?
Nancy Drew. Just thought I'd come over and say hello.
Well, Lou here's a grad student. Art major.
I gotta
of
get
all
my
things.
Nancy bingo
You're
card
probably
started.
gonna need a jackhammer and some hydrochloric acid to clean his room, eh?
It was a sloppy sounding bath. And thank you so much for the reverb fart, Liv. Thank you so much.
Have you two been at the lodge for a while?
About a week, I guess. I checked in right after he did. We sat down after breakfast one morning and discovered that this fox and geese game is pretty darn fun.
Would we
I've been
say
whipping
that
his
this is an
tail ever since.
offensive
You
accent?
didn't just come here to play games, did you?
Heck no.
Hi,
I
Dylan.
came
Thanks
for
for
the
the
ice fishing.
lurk.
Of course, knowing there's a
Medio
renegade
says
wolf
hi.
running
Tell
around
Medio I
has
said
kinda
hi as
dampened
well.
my enthusiasm.
I will not be slaying any wolves. I am not about animal cruelty, Dylan.
Have you seen the wolf?
Just
kidding.
heard it every night
I
since
know you
I've
didn't
been here,
mean
in
that.
fact. Gets creepier each time. They should get rid of it, and the sooner the better. They didn't put up with wolves prowling around this place 40 years ago, and they shouldn't put up with them now.
What are you,
I am
Little
going to
Red
call this an
Riding Hood?
offensive
That wolf's
voice
not
acting
hurting
accent.
anybody. People should just leave it alone.
You'll be
It's just
singing a different
inaccurate,
tune when it has
probably.
some little kid for breakfast than
Closer
has
to
you for lunch.
Ontario.
Not gonna happen, dude.
Trust me, if something bad can happen,
That is
chances
true.
are it eventually will, dude.
That is
Hey,
true.
I know what you can do. Shovel the snow off the skating
Shadow at
pond
the
so we
Water's
can
Edge
do
is
some
definitely
speed
the
skating.
worst
Lou here
culprit
thinks
for
he's faster than
accents.
me.
You're like ancient. Of course I'm faster than you.
You may have
Your
youth
cat
on your
realized it's
side,
too
my
cold.
friend, but I've been working
Well, he
construction
learned his
since
lesson.
before you were born, which means I am more fit now than you will ever be. Get that pond shoveled so we can settle this, okay, kiddo?
Consider it done.
Hi, Kelsey. Welcome in. I don't know if you've been here for a while, but I didn't see you come in. Oh, you just came. Okay. Hi. Gotta make myself run to Target now, but I'll rejoin and grab a bingo card when I'm back. Sounds good, Maggie. Sounds perfect. Enjoy Target.
Bone which Trapper Dan found near the lodge. He believed it came from a race of giants known as Rexes. The bone's not there. Wonder what happened to it.
Let's see. We got photos of real people, so if you're playing bingo with us, that is one of the squares.
Young and old alike have stayed at Icicle Creek Lodge throughout its 100-year history. Looks like some of the pictures are missing. Chantal, this is my formal notice of resignation. Please call me at 555-2383 if you expect any delay with the check. Elsa.
My darling Elsa, remember how I told you that I love you more than anything? Well, that was true, but what's even truer is that I'm going to love you forever. Sometimes thinking about forever makes me dizzy, like when I start thinking about the sky and how it doesn't stop at the moon or the sun or even the Milky Way, but just keeps going and going and going. But when I think about you, forever seems totally cool because it's one thing to just keep going and going and going by yourself, but to keep going and going and going with somebody, that's awesome. Write me back as soon as you get this. I can't wait to see you next week. Love forever, L. You low-key love this game? I think it's like a mid-ranked game for me. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's like right in the sweet spot, right in the middle. But
Looks like Elsa was having major boyfriend problems.
dearest Elsa, you said in your letter that you love me forever back, but if that's true, why'd you put off coming here to see me? When I read you weren't coming, I stopped and looked around because it felt just like someone had walked up and stabbed me through the heart. I'm starting to get real jealous of that lodge you work at. You spend way, way, way more time there than you do with me, and I don't like it one bit. I can't help myself. I'm so in love with you it's getting hard to see straight, and that's the truest thing I ever told you. Come see me next week. Totally and completely yours, L. The vibes are very good in this game. Dear Elsa, this time when I read your letter saying you weren't coming, I didn't get sad, I got mad. I can't believe you think working as a stupid maid at some stupid lodge for some stupid lady whose name I can't even pronounce is more important than spending time with me. If I didn't love you so much, I'd tell you to take a flying leap, but since I love you more than anything, I'll just have to do something else. Like maybe take your precious collection of troll dolls out of the box you stored in my garage and dump them down the disposal. Or maybe I'll sell them on eBay for $0.05 a piece. I don't know how else to make you understand that I love you with all my heart and always will. L. Something tells me, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But something tells me that maybe this is it's an unhealthy relationship. Maybe L is a little bit obsessive, if you will. Maybe Elsa's better off without this L. Yeah, where's the red flag guy when you need him, for real? And I agree that from Kapu Cave to Castle Malloy, those are super nostalgic for me as well. Okay, let's call Chantal. Can I click? Nope.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal. It's Nancy Drew.
You know who's behind the accident?
Not quite yet. About Tino, I'm not totally comfortable with the idea of consulting with him on this case.
Why not? Two heads are always better than one, and I find him to be very knowledgeable and kinda charming.
Do you know what he did when we were on that train trip Laurie Gerard arranged?
He didn't go into a lot of detail, but he did say that that's all water under the bridge. In fact, I insist that if and when you're stumped about something, you ask Tino to help you out. That's what I'm paying him for.
Why is she paying Tino but not
Agreed.
me?
Good.
Are you kidding me?
I'd like to hear more about the accidents
You
that
can
have
call
been
Ned in
happening
the middle
around
of the
here.
night and wake him
The
up?
first thing that happened was the worst.
I didn't know that, but we're going
Farringdale
to.
family and Becky
We're
the
gonna
cook
do
all
it.
came down with food poisoning and had to be hospitalized. Somehow, the potato salad got contaminated, although Becky swears it wasn't because of anything she did.
Very
Cannot
cool
tell
information,
you
Liv.
how
Thank you so
awful
much.
It was. All 5 people became violently ill at roughly the same time. But were they all in the same room? Of course not. They were spread out all over the lodge. Poor Elsa was cleaning for days.
That would
And
be
the
horrible.
odor? Oh my gosh. Anyway, then Carl Jenkins slipped on the stairs outside and broke his leg. Then Lou Talbot's window was broken. Then Elsa the maid's tires were slashed. Then the phone wires were cut, and then... Oh yeah, and then the Southwaites were almost overcome by fumes when gas started leaking into the sauna.
But the only incidents that you can be sure were sabotage were the tires, the phone wires, and maybe the explosion in the bunkhouse?
I'm not sure about anything. That's why you're there, to sort everything out before something else happens.
Did you know that some photos are missing from the display case in the lobby?
Really? Last I looked, they were all there. I think.
The caption for them says something like, "Young and old have stayed at Icicle Creek Lodge."
I can't remember what they were pictures of, and I sure don't know why they'd be missing.
That bone Trapper Dan found is missing from its case, too.
First the accident, now someone's stealing from me? Nancy, you've got to find out what's going on there. If you don't, I'll never be able to convince my dad I'm not a loser. Ever.
Nothing else to report.
One more thing. Ask Yanni if it would be all right if I used his name and picture on the Icicle Creek Lodge website. I mean, when I finally have a website.
Been there,
it
done
would
that.
be great publicity, okay?
Sure.
Good. Talk
Still
to you
need to
soon.
do that. Can't check that? Check. Been there, done that. Still need to been there, done that. Been there, done. Oops. Can't check that off. Can't check that off. Oops. Haven't done that.
Okay. Yanny. Okay, okay.
Contents deleted. Wonder why.
My brain auto says Yanny Laurel every time. Clicking a task on the list skips dialogue. I guess that makes sense. But I was not thinking about it when I was doing it. Birding information. Now this is stuff that I love to see. Okay? Learned that for watching the speedrunners. That's so interesting. Okay, let's see. Oh, I can't. Oh, I see. Okay, okay. I thought that we were going to see pictures of these things. Cool. Fish. And got it. Okay. I could get a bunch of phone calls out of the way, but I kind of think I would rather talk to real people for a little bit. Let's go to the basement. Hello? What's up, dude?
Oh, no.
Not real people.
Are you Yanni Volkstaya?
Forgive my disgust, but I do not like being lied to. Chantal said there would be no more guests to make noise at all hours and disturb my training. Yet what stands before me? A new guest.
No, I'm not a guest. I'm Nancy Drew, the new maid, and the new cook.
Forgive me. Allow me to start over. I am Yanni Vokstaya. I am
As
here to
opposed to
train
all
for
those
the
fake
Eastern
people on the phone.
European
I
Cross-Country
know.
Championship.
I know I
I
said the
spend my
wrong
days doing
thing.
interval work, drills, and isometric exercises.
Give me a
I follow a
break.
strict program, one painstakingly designed by a team of the best coaches in Fredonia.
Why do you
In
think
fact,
they created
under no
a new
circumstances are you
country
to use your
for
key to
Yanni?
let anyone into my room. My competitors are constantly spying on me, trying to steal my techniques.
I understand.
Did they have a reason for that?
No, what you must understand is this. If anything is missing or so much as out of place in my room, you can expect a visit from me, and it will not be a pleasant one.
Chantal would like to use your name and picture on her website when she gets it up and running. Would that be okay?
I am sorry, but no.
Fair.
Oh,
Yeah, don't
well,
answer. You
so
can
much
put it
for
in
that.
Discord if you want.
Have you ever seen the wolf while you were out training?
No, for which I'm very grateful. In my country, in Fredonia, it is said that the gaze of the wolf will make you go blind.
Really?
They're creatures of infinite evil, and that is all I'm going to say on the matter.
That's all for now.
Okay.
We'll talk again, I'm sure.
Need something?
I'm just trying to get the lay of the land. Or the lay of the lodge, in this case.
Well, this is my workshop. I'm building something that's gonna solve all our problems. A wolf trap. One that'll finish off that thing out there once and for all.
You think the wolf is causing the accidents?
He is so
Not a
wild
doubt
for
in my
that.
mind. Everything was a-okay till it showed up and started howling. It's bad luck. And something's protecting it. Something unnatural.
Does Ms. Mawikwe know you're doing this?
She knows she doesn't want that thing around her guests. And you heard her. I'm supposed to do whatever I think is necessary to get rid of it.
You want to destroy it just because it howls at weird times?
Let me tell you something. Yesterday I went looking for it. I tracked it and finally found it, sitting across the creek, not 20 yards away from me, just staring at me. So I raised my rifle, drew a bead, and fired. Easiest shot I've ever taken in my life. And I missed. So I fired again, and I missed, and then I missed
That
again.
is funny.
and
I
again.
didn't even notice
and all the while
that.
I just sat there staring until finally it just stood up, walked toward the brush just as calm as could be, and disappeared. Wild animals just don't act like that, and I just don't miss like that. There's something real weird about that wolf, and I ain't gonna rest till I get rid of it. So maybe we
Not
should just find
this.
something else to job out. You met my little girl yet?
No, but you mentioned that her name is Freddie?
Yep. Spends most of her time outside. She built herself a little snow fort. Just sits out there waiting for somebody to go by so she can pick a snowball fight with them. I keep asking her how she manages to stay warm all day.
I
but she
remember when
won't
this
tell
game
me.
got released on
Says
the
she's got a
Wii.
secret weapon. Yeah,
I think I tried to
she's
play it
something.
once.
How long have you worked
And
for
it was-
Chantal?
About
Really
a year and a
weird.
half. I was her first hire, best hire too. I could run this place single-handed if I had to,
I
just
missed
like
the
I'm doing
Wii.
now.
That was a
Have
good.
you ever been in the
that was a
guest
good
lodge
gaming
business
console.
before?
I tried my hand at it once. Long story short, didn't work out. But I've learned a whole lot
You
since
kind of
then.
love the
I
Wii
could make it
version?
work now. Just
Interesting.
need
That
to
is
find
a
the
hot
right
take.
property, get my hands on enough
I don't
cash to
have
make a
strong
down
feelings
payment,
about it,
that's
but I know
all.
other people do.
How do you explain what happened to Carl Jenkins, the former guest who slipped on the stairs and broke his leg?
Can't explain it. One minute those stairs were clear and dry. Next minute they're slick with ice and he's lying at the bottom of them.
Could a broken pipe or something have been to blame?
This place hasn't had so much as a leaky faucet since I came aboard. I keep everything screwed down
The
tight and
snowball
running
fighting
right.
made it.
You ask me, somebody iced those stairs down on purpose. 'Cause it wasn't nothing I did, no sir. No sir.
Does your wife, Freddie's mom, does she live here too?
In the summer she does, but in the winter she goes south. See, she's got this nerve condition that makes her real sensitive to cold. Freddie'd like to go with her, but until Chantal stops putting off giving me that raise she promised me,
That's
sending
rough.
Freddie south too is out of the question.
That's all the
Sounds like
questions I had.
Chantal needs
See you
to
later.
start sharing her money. She needs to start paying her employees. Dumpy alert. Okay. It's almost lunchtime. Let's do a phone call, and then it'll probably be about lunch. She must be. She must be a bird.
Hit me up a double-double while you're at it, okay? Yo, what's up? Is this Elsa
Thanks for the bits,
Sybilhoff?
Liv.
Used to be. Now it's just Sybil. Sybil? Sybil. That's what I'm gonna call myself when I audition for Canadian Idol. You're no longer a maid? How'd you know I was a maid? Who's this? My name's Nancy Drew. I'm calling from the Icicle Creek Lodge. I hear you had some tire problems while you were here? Oh, yeah, right. It was that wolf. I heard it howling all night, and the next morning I went outside, and it just ripped my tires apart, every single one of them. That place is jinxed. I had to quit. Working there was just plain dangerous. So, if you're trying to deny my unemployment claim, forget it. I had every right to leave that job. You quit because a wolf chewed up your tires?
Sybil was
Well,
made
that
for
is a little
Canadian
freaky,
Idol.
don't you think?
That's a
Besides,
good
it wasn't
one.
just that. One
Good
guy fell down the
one.
stairs and broke his leg. This whole family got food poisoning, and now I hear they got bombs going off up there. It's just a bad place to work, you know? My unemployment claim is totally legit. Your tires getting all torn up like that didn't have something to do with L, did it? L? L, as in I'm going to sell your collection of troll dolls on eBay? You found his stupid letters. Okay, so it
I
was
think we
Larry,
can safely
my
say
very jealous
Nancy is being
ex-boyfriend.
insensitive or
He got
intrusive.
all praised when I couldn't take time off to visit him and slashed my tires, the psycho. I blamed it on the wolf so I'd have a legitimate reason to quit and get on the pokey for a while. I just needed some time
That's really
off and some
cool,
cash,
Austin.
just
We
enough to jumpstart
I didn't
my
know
career,
that.
You know, because I got talent.
That's
I
so
really do.
cool.
Well, you're right. I shouldn't have lied like that. Look, I'll contact the unemployment office and tell them the truth, okay? Good idea. What happened to Larry? All I know is he's finally out of my life. Take it from me. Do not ever, ever, ever think for 1 second that having a jealous boyfriend is in any way, shape, or form a good thing. Because it's not. It's the worst. Got that, Nanook? Nancy. In
Your
fact, I'm
grandparents
writing
did
a
it for
song
many
about it.
years.
It's called
Okay.
Slash Your Jealousy,
Very
Spare My
cool.
Tires. Get it? Spare My Tires. I'll probably sing it on Canadian Idol. Hey, you want to hear it? No. In fact, I'd better get going. Good luck on the show, though, and thanks for the advice. Anytime.
Okay. How about Jenkins? Carl Jenkins.
Hello?
Hi, is this Mr. Jenkins?
Yeah, this is Carl. Nuts. Missed you.
Well, my name is Nancy Drew. I heard that you had an accident at Icicle Creek Lodge and wondered if you could tell me a little more about it.
Not much to tell. Ha!
For
Take
real.
that, Captain
Same.
Dean. I went there to do a little ice fishing, and I slipped going down some stairs and fractured my tibia in 2 places. Can't work, can't go out. All I can do is sit around and play this stupid video game. Oh, no, you don't.
I understand the stairs were a little icy.
They were covered with ice. I was lucky I didn't fracture my skull. Yes, yes. Hey, look, I'm about 4 laser strikes away from ruling the Gargoulian galaxy, so I gotta go, okay? You got any more questions? Check with the people at the lodge. Gotcha.
Okay. And Faringdale. Was that Fortnite?
Hello?
Hi, are you Mrs. Faringdale?
Put your socks on in the car, okay? We're late. This better not be a sales call because I really don't have time.
No, my name is Nancy Drew, and I'm calling from the Icicle Creek Lodge. You know, in Canada.
After what happened to me and my family, I have no intention of going back there ever, no matter how many freebies you throw in. I thought I made that clear. Put that cookie down and get in the car.
I'm not really with the lodge. I just wondered if you could tell me what happened.
The 3 of us had meatloaf, potato salad,
Is
and
this a
green beans for
sales
dinner one night.
call?
And by 4 the next morning, we were all sick as dogs and had to be taken to the hospital. We recovered quickly, thank goodness. But the minute we got out, we went straight to the airport. I will never set foot in that lodge again. The worst of it is, I made poor little Susie eat all of her potato salad that night. Eat it, I said. It's cold out. You need the carbs. Now she refuses to eat any kind of potatoes, even French fries. All our friends think she's a freak, and all our friends' mothers think I'm a freak for going to Canada for winter break instead of Disney World like everyone else. Turn that TV off. I have to go. Susie's got a soccer game, and I'm snack mom. Only I haven't been to the store yet. Maybe I can sneak out during halftime.
Sure, just pull out the orange slices and no one will notice.
Oh my gosh, the orange slices. Susie, get in the car! We have to go right now!
I should call them and put them on hold and see how they like it. Oh yeah. All the iconic lines. I think after this one, then I've called all the victims.
I've got it, sweetheart.
Hi, is this Brenda and Derek Southwaite?
Yes, it is.
Is this a solicitation?
Honey, you're so suspicious.
Only because you can be way too nice for your own good, darling.
I'm not selling anything. I just want to ask you about your recent stay at Icicle Creek Lodge.
You mean Gassicle Leak Lodge?
Oh, very clever, sweetie. Gas was leaking from so many places while we were there, it's a wonder the place didn't blow sky high.
I heard something about your almost being overcome by fumes in the sauna.
Well, we had just gone ice skating, so we decided to warm up in the sauna. So we were sitting in
I
there,
know they're
and
kind of
everything was
annoying,
fine,
but I kind of
till
love
both of us
them.
started feeling a little woozy.
We started feeling a lot woozy.
And the next thing we knew, that Russian skier came in.
Actually, I think he was Slovakian.
The point is, he told us he smelled gas and thought we should get out, so we did.
Barely. By that point, the fumes were making us both ill, if you know what I mean.
That poor skier. By the time he helped us get out of there, he was almost as green as we were.
Awful experience.
Horrible. And it was our honeymoon.
At least the owner had the decency to give us a full refund.
Oops, the shuttle's here, sweetheart. We're off to Aspen. Kind of a second first honeymoon.
Long story short, if you're thinking about going to Icicle Creek Lodge, don't.
Well, I appreciate the advice. Have fun.
Oh, we will. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for the Hannah Montana transition, Liv. Much appreciated.
Oops, can't check that off yet. Oops, haven't done that. Still need. Oops, haven't done. Still need. Been there, done that.
Okay. The timing was very good. Impeccable, I would say. Okay, I think I saw everything in this room. What did I miss? Books? Ooh. I looked at these books. Now, can I check that off?
Been there, done that.
Nice.
Stay beautiful. As if that guy was such a jerk.
Well, who are you?
The first time I played this game, fun fact, when I was like young, a child, it took me like half the game before I met her. It took me so long to meet her and find her. I guess it was just never the time of day where I'd never looked at this window from this angle, but I didn't even know she was a part of the game until like I was halfway through it.
I'm Elsa's replacement.
Oh, the new maid, thank goodness. I was wondering how much longer the owner expected us to endure these conditions and still pay full price.
I'm trying to learn everyone's name.
My name is Guadalupe Comillo. My friends call me Lupe.
My name is Nancy Drew.
Be a doll and clean my room first. It'll hardly take you any time at all.
Can you
especially
finish the
compared to
game
other
without
rooms. The other
talking to
guests
her
are all
ever?
men. Single men.
Well, I'm happy to report that I've already cleaned your room.
Excellent.
What are you looking at through the binoculars?
Birds. I'm watching birds.
We've used that
That's what I
excuse
am,
before.
You see, a bird watcher. Sometimes I go outside and watch, and sometimes I stay inside. It all depends on what the birds feel like doing and what I feel like doing.
So that's what brought you to Icicle Creek Lodge, the birding?
Absolutely. The place is a veritable birding paradise, even in winter. In fact, in the short time I've been here, I've seen hawks, eagles, orioles, cardinals, jays, nothing truly rare. But to a wildlife lover such as myself, seeing them in such a spectacular setting is thrilling nonetheless.
That would be really
Have you met
cool.
the other guests?
I've bumped into them
As a
at
bird
one time or
watcher, I
another.
would
Yes,
be
I don't
living
spend
for that
all my time in
experience.
front of this window.
Oh,
That
say
Yanni
goodnight to the
fellow,
chickens.
He's very talented, but extremely intense. His whole life revolves around being the best in the world. As for the two who are always sitting across the way playing that silly game, the older man, Bill Kessler, he's no deep thinker, but he's nice enough. But the other one, that college student, talking to him is like trying to converse with a giant turnip. No social graces whatsoever. I almost prefer talking to the
I
handyman.
love that line.
Almost. Anyone that
Giant
intent on
turnip.
destroying something as glorious as that wolf is hardly worth talking to.
I'll let you go.
Toodaloo!
Toodaloo. And now I've met everyone.
Still need to do that.
What? Introduce myself to all the guests and try to find out if one of them is responsible for the accidents. Okay. Okay. I gotta do the shoveling, gotta look for the bone, and the pictures. But I'm also about to have to cook lunch. The Daily Moose is hilarious.
What are you doing? Go shovel off the pond so Lou and I can skate.
Hi, Pyrus. Welcome in. How are you doing? I don't have time to go anywhere right now.
Ah, much better.
I
It
was really cold.
I'm staying out of there until I have to fix a meal.
I have to fix a meal in 8 minutes. Maybe I should call someone else. I just don't want to miss it. We'll call Tino. Which would be a reference to an old game. If you're playing Nancy Bingo with us,
Nancy!
check
I
it
was
off.
wondering when your number there was gonna show up on caller ID. This is Dino Balducci. Remember me? From that last train to Blue Moon Canyon we went on? Yeah, I'm the one who
Tino
helped you find that long-lost
Balducci.
treasure.
I'm not sure helped is the right word, Mr. Balducci.
Please, call me Tino.
In fact, Tino, I'm a little surprised you're still in law enforcement, considering some of the unethical, if not illegal, stunts you pulled back then.
Hey, that's all behind me. Ancient history. Water under the bridge. So, looks like we're gonna be working together on this sabotage thing, huh?
Looks like.
Well, you'll be happy to know that I'm working on something that'll pretty much crack this case wide open. But in the meantime, what can I do you for?
I'm curious, how do you know Chantal?
Friend of a friend heard about all the problems she was having up there and immediately figured she could use my crime-solving expertise. So I gave her a call, we had lunch, we hit it off, and bingo. I got myself a new client.
How many clients do you have?
I have enough.
Nancy.
I mean, you know, you go spreading yourself too thin in this business, and the next thing you know, crime out the wazoo. Hey, look, you sure you don't need a hint or something?
Crime-solving expertise.
Maybe later.
Oh. Well, Chantel hired me to be at your disposal, so you know where to find me. Arrivederci.
Bye.
Now we can make lunch. It is noon 02. All right. Hamburger. With 2 cheese, 1 lettuce, 2 pickle, 1 ketchup. Hello, Tori. How are you? 2 cheese, 1 lettuce, 2 pickles, and ketchup.
Order up.
1 cheese, 2 lettuce, and then 1 of everything else. Thank you for the hydrate, Jamie. I will do it once I'm done with this. The cooking is so good in this
Order
one.
up.
Another burger. Quesadilla for that one. Oh. And a quesadilla for that one. Oh, that was fast. Two cheese, one lettuce, one pickle, one tomato, two onion, one mustard, one ketchup.
Order up. Order up. Order up.
And another quesadilla. All right. Save. Met the guests. Okay, hydrate. Gotta hydrate. Gotta hydrate. There's something about fresh, cold water. Oh, that's just really nice. Now we can explore outside. What do you say? Skating pond first? Let's do it. Let's do it.
Guess I better get this pond shoveled off.
All right. Oh, I can't look at my inventory when I'm outside? That's weird. Feeling pretty good so far. I don't know about y'all. Took me forever to understand the logic of this puzzle. Yeah, I remember the first few times, that I played this game, I did not understand at all. But we grow and we learn. And now it's relatively easy. Just kind of tedious.
That ought to do it.
We did
Wait
it.
a second. Those look like wolf
I
tracks.
slayed that.
Maybe I should find out where they go.
I did so good. Exactly.
Weird. Looks like some kind of monument.
For some reason, the skating pond puzzle makes so much more sense to me than Minesweeper, and I know they're the exact same
What's
thing.
this doing here?
But I'm
Strange.
horrible at
It's
Minesweeper.
halfway in and halfway out. This thing must open up somehow.
Like, I don't know why it's so hard for me to grasp when it's numbers instead of shades of blue. I do not get it.
sounded like an explosion. What's that noise?
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
That moment of acceptance that Nancy just had to have.
I'm buried in snow. I've got to dig myself out before I run out of air. I'll never make it.
I would be
I can
so
barely
claustrophobic. Oh.
Someone's up there. Help! I'm down here, right under you.
This would be
Can you hear me?
horrifying.
Help! I can't breathe.
So scary.
I heard me. Thank goodness. Easy. It's okay. I'm not real
Zero
happy about the situation
self-preservation.
either. It's gone, but thanks to that hole it dug,
Thanks,
I can
Isis.
breathe again.
Thanks, girl.
Now if I can just pull myself out.
And what's this?
A fossil. Cool.
Nice. Numbers set off the panic reflex in my brain. Me too. Okay, so we just came from Trapper Dan's.
Ha! Who goes there?
Nancy Drew?
Nancy Drew shall not pass unless and until she proves herself worthy.
This,
And
this
how does she
voice.
do that?
By hitting the snow princess 10 times. Snowballs only, no ice balls.
What are ice balls?
Snowballs made of ice. If you get hit with one, it can knock you out. So don't throw any or I'll tell my dad.
You must be Ollie's daughter, Freddie.
I am the snow princess. Prepare to defend yourself.
It is something. Oh, I think I did know that. Oh, I did not throw it over there.
The snow princess surrenders. For now.
The face from a clock, it's all melted. Part of the timing device that was used to trigger the bomb that blew up the bunkhouse, maybe?
Could be, could be. Icicle Lake. Freddy's like the second worst character. Who's the worst character?
An ice fishing shack. A nice warm one at that.
I love that sound. The doink. Jane. Yeah, I see that. I see that. Do we get like a reward for fishing a lot, I wonder? Oh, not what I meant to do. Little murder? Let's go tell the boys that we shoveled off their pond.
Ah, much better. It was really cold.
Oh, they're gone.
I'm glad you stopped by. The alarm clock is missing from my room. I don't necessarily need another one. I just don't want to be charged for that one, seeing as I have no idea where it went to.
I'll make a note of it.
You're a doll. Now, did you want to ask me something?
Have you ever seen the wolf that's been hanging out around here?
No. Not that I'm looking for it, of course. Yanni occasionally skis by, and that dullard of a student, I see him snowshoeing occasionally. But I've yet to see the wolf. Have you seen it?
Me? I'm just the maid, remember? But I did find a bunch of tracks beyond the pond. You could try following them and maybe see the wolf that way.
Maybe I will. Have you told anyone else what you just told me?
No.
Good. Don't. You see, I'd like to see this wolf for myself, and I don't want everyone else going after it and scaring it away. And there's no telling what that trigger-happy handyman might do.
True.
So it'll just be our little secret, all right?
I've enjoyed talking to you.
Ta-ta.
Ta-ta. What time is dinner? Do I have that written down? I guess it's in the computer. Wrong. 6. Got it. Let's call Chantal. We've got a couple updates. We also need to report the avalanche. So we'll do that next. Wow, we have 17 people in here.
Hello?
So
Hi,
glad
it's Nancy
everybody's
Drew.
here. Thanks
Did you
for
ask
thanks for
Yanni about
watching
taking
with
a
us.
picture yet?
Yes, but he said no.
Darn. Well, thanks for trying.
How come the entries for last year were deleted from the guest register?
They've been deleted?
That's what the computer says. Contents deleted.
Well, I didn't delete them. Freddie.
Why would she delete something on your computer?
You know how kids are these days.
Bud
Always
Wind
hacking
Chimes,
into
thank you so
computers,
much for the
programming them
follow.
to spread viruses and
So good
steal
to see you
passwords and
today.
blow up the world.
I think that's only in movies. Besides,
Hope
pretty
you're
much
doing
all this
well.
person had to do was press the delete key.
I still say it was Freddie. Last week, I called that Snow Princess game she's always playing idiotic. I think it hurt her feelings. But she'd just gotten done plastering me with snowballs. What'd she expect me to say? That felt great. Do it again?
Freddie is
Is
the
it
worst,
true that
yeah.
you promised Ollie a raise, but you
Agreed,
haven't given it to
agreed.
him yet?
He told you that? I can't believe it.
Meaning...
Okay, I mentioned to Ollie once that I thought he maybe deserved a raise, and now every time I turn around, he's all like, "Where's the raise you promised me? Where's the raise you promised me?" Doesn't he realize I have a few other things to think about right now? I swear, sometimes that crabby little whiner drives me nuts.
Has anyone talked to you about the World Championship cross-country skiing competition that's going to be held somewhere in this area year after next?
That is something I am not at liberty to discuss.
In other words, the answer is yes.
I didn't say that. Why do you ask?
I can't help but wonder if Yanni Volkstaya is here because he knows about the championship too, and he's up to something.
Up to something like what?
Like he's been known to rent or buy all the housing near cross-country events so his competitors have to stay miles away.
What? You mean he could be causing these accidents in order to run me out of business, then buy the lodge on the cheap?
It's a thought.
And a pretty nasty one at that.
The guests that are in the lodge now, did any of them stay here last year?
Let's see. Lou Talbot stayed here last summer, but only very briefly. His cart broken down and he was waiting for a tow truck. Oh, and Yanni, he was here last winter. He and his trainer, they were checking out places to train. They didn't stay long either.
I better get back to work.
Don't let me down, okay?
That's a lot of pressure. Let's report that avalanche.
Sheriff's office, this is Mohican.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew at the Icicle Creek Lodge. We met the other
Maybe
night
we
when
don't
you
call
were
the sheriff
investigating the
for
bunkhouse
that.
explosion.
Oh, yeah.
Either way, I need
that,
to call
bright
him.
kid from the
Ah,
States.
avalanche
What do you
patrol.
need?
Well, I found a melted clock face close to where the bunkhouse used to be, and I wondered if it could have been what triggered the explosion. You know, the timer.
I
I found that clock face too. Left it there because any fingerprints on it would have melted away along with everything else. And besides, Ollie Randall said all the room clocks at the lodge looked like that. Could have been one that was in the bunkhouse to begin with.
Oh, right.
You shouldn't go poking around on your own like that. There could still be explosives lying around. Although, I hear it takes a pretty big bang to set off C4.
C4?
A plastic explosive? And that's what blew up the bunkhouse. Lab result came in less than an hour ago.
Did the lab results show anything else?
Nope. Unfortunately, that bunkhouse wasn't particularly well made, so when it exploded, pretty much everything got melted into a blob or blown to smithereens or burned to a crisp.
That C4 plastic explosive stuff, I'm assuming it's not something you can just buy at your basic hardware store?
No, but it's not that difficult to get. Not if you're in the military or do any kind of demolition. In Eastern Europe, it's called Semtex. It's not that hard to handle either. For somebody who's had training in explosives, it's a piece of cake.
I almost got caught in an avalanche at Chicken Ridge that was triggered by a big explosion.
An explosion? Are you sure it wasn't just the sound of someone shooting a rifle, maybe?
No, it sounded like someone had set off a bomb. In fact, afterwards I found a crater, like someone had deliberately blown a hole in the ground underneath the snow.
Unless it was someone shooting off fireworks or something, I have no idea what it could have been.
Do you need some kind of permit to hunt wolves around here?
No, ma'am.
You mean Ollie Randall can go after that white wolf that's been hanging around outside the lodge and just shoot it?
Yes, ma'am. It's always open season on wolves out here. You can kill as many of them as you want.
Somehow that doesn't seem right.
The animals wolves go after don't have a problem with it, I can guarantee you that.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. After this one, we'll get off the phone. We'll hang up and hang out.
Avalanche Patrol, what's your location?
I'm calling from the Icicle Creek Lodge, but I wanted to report an avalanche at Chicken Ridge.
Anyone injured or trapped?
Not anymore.
We'll check it out. Thanks for the heads up. Hey, wait a minute. You know Ollie Randall?
The handyman here at the lodge?
He's also on the patrol. Do me a favor and tell him that the explosives training in Calgary has been postponed till next month.
Explosives training?
Sometimes the patrol has to use explosives to bring down unstable snow. Yearly training sessions are mandatory. Ollie'll know what I'm talking about.
I'll tell him.
Appreciate it.
One more thing. Have any of you guys been setting off explosives anywhere near the Icicle Creek Lodge recently?
Nope, sure haven't.
Well, thanks. Bye.
Okay.
That's finished. Still need to do that.
Still need to do
That's
that.
check. That's finished. That's finished. Oops. Haven't done that.
Oh, this is one of those games where the oldest is at the top.
Check.
I don't know if I like that. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's save. Thank you, Liv. Thanks for the bits. Welcome back. How are the chickens?
Nancy, I am glad to see you.
I am not disturbing your routine?
You must listen. I was outside skiing very fast, as usual, and suddenly, boom! Snow, dirt, rocks, everything went flying into the air right in front of me. There is a mad bomber on the loose.
Did you see anyone?
I saw no one, not before,
Already
not
asleep.
after.
Aw.
My competitors bombed the bunkhouse thinking I would be so frightened that I would abandon my training and leave.
Yeah,
Only
I bet.
I wasn't frightened. So
I bet
now
they're
they
chilly.
are trying to bomb me.
We're in the middle of nowhere. Just where do you think these people are
Yeah,
hanging
this
out?
one is
They can
the
operate
offensive
anywhere in the
accent
world,
of the
under
game,
all
for sure.
conditions. It would not
Which, if
surprise
you're playing
me if
Nancy
someone right here
Bingo,
in the lodge is right now
means
under
you can
their
check off
employ.
square.
But to them, I say, "Pa!" They do not scare
Pa.
me. I am the best cross-country skier in the world. I will neutralize their petty threats with my excellent strength,
Exclamation
skill,
Nancy Bingo.
and speed. I am sorry. Enough about my problems. Did you want something?
I hear that a major cross-country skiing competition may be
There
held in
you
this area in a
go.
couple of years.
This is very true. It will rival the Olympics.
I also hear that you can be pretty imaginative when it comes to gaining an edge on your competition.
I told you about the bomb. My competitors will stop at nothing to defeat me. I am forced to seek out and exploit every possible advantage open to me. I take no pride in some of the things I've done to bring victory to my country, but I have no choice.
Suspicious of you to say.
Enough.
Come back anytime.
That's a little bit sus.
What you need?
The Avalanche Patrol asked me to tell you that the explosives training session in Calgary has been postponed till next month.
Well, hallelujah. I didn't really want to go anywhere until I finished off that wolf. Now I won't have to.
So, you're on the Avalanche Patrol, huh?
Let's see.
Yep, dang. I just remembered. Patrol wants me to keep an eye on Skookum Ridge for the next couple of weeks. Here. There's the key to the snowmobile. Take it out to
Once we
Skookum
finish
Ridge
this
and see if
conversation,
there's
I'll
been
catch
an
you up.
avalanche.
You want me to check it out?
Seat-seated so you don't have to worry about the cold. Make sure you call the patrol and give them a report when you're done. You can handle that, can't you?
You bet.
Good.
Yes. We did get photos of real people. We also got offensive voice acting accents. Nancy's being insensitive or intrusive. And reference to an old game.
2 more things. That Bill Kessler guy's getting bored being the only one around here doing any ice fishing. He wants competition. So if he says anything to you, just remember that Chantal wants you to keep the guests we got happy. Other thing is, a cold snap's on its way. You think it's cold now? Just wait. Gotta be real careful anytime you're outside. So, we done here?
Have you seen that strange concrete monument
Of course
thing
he's
that's out there on the
seen it,
trail?
Nancy.
Trapper Dan's Needle? Course.
What can you tell me about it?
All I can tell you is, it was built by the same stir-crazy old guy who
78%
built
silly.
this
You're
place.
very silly today.
Maybe something in that display up in the lobby will tell you what you want to know.
That's all the questions I had.
Good.
All right. They're still gone. Where are they at? Ooh, I had apple cider earlier and it was so good. So good.
Check. Oops, haven't done that.
All right, let's take that snowmobile out. I love apple cider too. So good. It's time. Do we think I'm gonna die? Do we think we're gonna have a second chance happen here? Or am I gonna get, oh, am I gonna get through it? Oh.
The sign's not buried, so I guess there hasn't been an avalanche.
I was so confused. I was like, was that the snowman or was that Nancy? I kind of love that. What if it was Nancy? Usually I feel like I do worse. So I'm kind of impressed with myself as well.
I better not follow this trail until I know for sure where it goes.
Maybe it was. Certainly could have been.
Ah, warm again.
Okay. We're calling the Avalanche Patrol, right? That's what we're supposed to do. Where's your sense of adventure, Nancy?
Patrol. What's your location?
Actually, I'm calling on behalf of Ollie Randall. He wanted me to tell you that there hasn't been any avalanche activity out at Skookum Ridge.
I was wondering when we were going to hear from him. Thanks for the report.
No problem.
No problem. They're still not back. Okay, what else is on my list?
Check.
Check. Oh, return the snowmobile key. Got it.
You check out Skookum Ridge.
Yep, no avalanche. There's your snowmobile key.
You make a report to the Avalanche Patrol.
I always do what I'm told, Mr. Randall.
What else do you want?
I'd better get back upstairs.
See you later.
Feeling nice and toasty.
Mm-hmm. Side note, I got my mom flowers 2 weeks ago. She sends me updates of how they look almost daily. It's been like 16 days. And she's shocked they still look incredible. I love that. First of all, flowers as gifts. Love. In like literally every situation. No matter who they're from or who I'm giving them to. I love flowers. What kind of flowers did you get for your mom? Oh, I clicked out. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine. The game is still here. You arranged them yourself! That's so cool! I love that. I'm gonna save again. Okay, there's a sign on the wall that I want to read, and it won't let me... What does that say? Icicle Creek camping, 50 cents. I was like, what is 50 cents? Just saw the Zombies icon, love that game. Yeah, we're playing that tomorrow. Tomorrow at 4 o'clock Central, we're playing Zombies, and I'm very excited. Mixture of flowers, can't remember all the names. Very fall vibes though. I love that. So sweet. There they are.
What's up?
So you go to school in California?
Yep. University of California at Brea.
Is this your winter break?
Yeah, I just figured I needed a change of scenery.
How'd you hear about this place?
What is this, like the Spanish Inquisition?
Hey, give her a break. She's just trying to make pleasant conversation.
Oh, right. My car broke down on my way to Lake Louise last summer. Pulled in here to wait for the tow truck and figured it'd be a cool place to visit during the winter, so here I am.
What inspired you to become an art major?
Dirt.
Dirt.
You were inspired by dirt?
I create works of art by manipulating naturally occurring geophysical substances like dirt. Sometimes I just use my hands, but most of the time heavy machinery is involved.
Oh, brother.
Nobody understands my art, but that's cool. To be great is to be misunderstood. FYI, Ralph Waldo Emerson said that.
Hold on 1 second. 1 second, 1 second. I'm allowing that comment because it's funny. You're good. No worries. No worries. I don't mind Twitch minds. Also, my mom had a cat when she was a kid named Ralph Waldo, and I think that's the funniest thing ever.
So, you like to snowshoe?
I like doing stuff outside. Snowshoeing's about all I can afford.
Think you could teach me sometime?
You don't learn how to snowshoe.
Did you see
If
that
need to get
side
through snow
eye
that's
he
too
was
deep to
giving
walk
Bill?
through, you slap on some snowshoes and you just do it.
Do you ever see anyone
I
else
wish
when
I
you're
could
out
go
there
back.
snowshoeing?
I see that Yanni guy sometimes. I'll be plodding along and he'll go zooming by. Those skis of his are like rockets, man. He's all like,
I'd
zippy
never
zoom.
noticed. Like how intense that
Do
side
you ever
eye
hear
was.
explosions?
Yeah, and they freak me out.
Welcome back,
It doesn't
Maggie.
take a very big sound to trigger an avalanche. And when you're out there by yourself,
was
nothing will
Target?
ruin your day faster
Or
than a
Bill
couple of
and
tons of
Lou,
snow
you know.
roaring your way at 100 miles an hour.
I don't know.
Tell
that
me
would be
about it.
quite the age gap romance, huh?
What do you think about all the weird things that have been happening around here?
I think they're kind of cool. Accidents make life colorful, you know?
You wouldn't be saying that if you were the one who'd slipped on those ice-covered stairs or eaten that bad potato salad or had those 4 flat tires.
Hey, I had that broken window.
Broken window?
I went snowshoeing on like the 3rd day I was here, and when I got back, the window in my room was broken. Glass was all
Not your
over the
cat
place.
drinking your water.
Was anything missing from your room?
Nah, it wasn't a burglary. It was like the window just decided to break. I mean, there was no rock on the floor, no bullet, no nothing.
It was the wolf. Tried to jump up into your room, but didn't quite make it.
That's bogus, dude. My room's on the 2nd floor, and besides, wolves don't do stuff like that.
True.
Hey, that wolf does a lot of stuff wolves aren't supposed to do. That's why it needs to be
All
hunted
this talk
down.
about water got me
It's just
got
doing
me
its
thirsty.
thing, man. Get off its case. Anyway, my window broke and nobody knows why. Pretty awesome, huh?
Nice talking to you.
Rock and roll.
Does that count as me talking to him?
Hey, excellent job on the snow shoveling, eh? We had ourselves one fine time out there because of you, especially Lou here.
I beat him 5 times.
By the slimmest
Oh,
of
well, that's
margins.
crazy.
Which is why now he's too chicken to go mano a mano with me out there in the ice fishing shack.
Snowshoeing's my thing, dude. Besides, it's animal cruelty.
Give me a break. You ever been ice fishing?
Yes.
As a matter of fact,
I actually
have.
have.
Excellent. Here's the deal.
I went
I
earlier.
need some competition, so I want you to go out there and try to catch a bigger fish than I caught yesterday, which means you gotta catch a 2-foot northern pike.
Okay.
Now, it's a bit of a hike out to the lake, but the shack is solar heated, so it's nice and warm inside. So what do you say, kiddo? You game?
Yeah.
Anything to make you guests happy.
Atta girl.
Is this the first time you've been to the lodge?
Yep, sure is.
Are you
Great.
by any chance related to Rolf Kessler, the guy who used to build carousels around the turn of the last century?
No idea.
Oh no, not in real life.
Well, I'll let you get back to meeting Lou.
Okie dokie.
I've been regular fishing, but not ice fishing. Not for me.
Check.
All right, let's go catch that northern pike. I think we've got enough time before Din Din. How do we get up there?
I better not follow this
Not
trail
this
until I know
way.
for sure where it goes.
Where's the icicle lake? Oh, it's this way.
God, you can't pass until you have proven yourself in battle.
Cha!
Cha. I suck.
No!
How did I miss her?
You win. Go before the Snow Princess decides to seek revenge.
It's probably the worst I've ever done. Tisk tisk.
I'm starting to get really cold. Oh my gosh. It looks like someone came in here and just wrecked
Uh-oh.
everything, including the fishing gear.
I was
So much for catching a
Anne.
2-foot northern pike. Left behind by whoever trashed this place, maybe? 202-555-7237. That's a U.S. phone number. I can't fish. The tackle's ruined.
Okay. You are correct, bud. Nothing more humbling than that. It's almost dinner time.
It is really, really cold out here.
Alright, let's let's go inside, let's warm up, and then let's do some cooking.
I feel warmer already. Somebody left me a note.
Oh. Nancy, I really like playing snowball fights with you, but I'm afraid you won't want to play with me anymore. If you play with me and win, I'll give you my top secret way I can stay out in the cold for so long. Freddie. Nice. Thanks, Fred. For her influence, my cat has been rewarded with 4 small pieces of egg from my breakfast sandwich and a new paper bag that she played with for 10 seconds and then abandoned. You treat her so well. Or him. I don't... Him. Her. Hello? She. Cat pronouns. Oh. Okay, 2 egg, 2 yellow pepper. Ah! Salmon. 1 tomato, 1 spinach. 1 carrot, 2 cubes, and 2 croutons. I love croutons. This dinner does look so good.
Order up.
I would chow down on this dinner.
Order up.
I guess I've never really thought about what the salads were covered in, but I don't think I would have thought they were mashed potatoes. I don't know though. That one gets a salmon, that one gets 2 salmon. One egg, 2 yellow pepper, 2 tomato, 3 spinach. 1 carrot, 2 cucumber, 3 crouton.
Order up.
Everybody wants a salad. I feel like I'm missing so much in chat right now, but I don't have time. I don't have time to read what is being said in chat. Apologies.
Order up.
Okay. 1 egg, 1 tomato, 2 of everything else.
Order up.
Okay. What did I miss? Old cat lady. Really gotta make an ice meal plan for it after Thanksgiving. Ooh, that would be fun. Always knew it was range, but this game came out when I was 15. Oh yeah, I played Waverly a couple weeks ago. I'm ahead of the game. That's whack, yo. Oh yeah, I'm ahead of the curve. Let's see.
Can't check that off yet. Been there, done that. Can't check that off. Oops, Haven't done that. Oops, haven't done that.
Okay, let's call that number and then we'll go fight with the kid. Oh, we could call Ned too. We haven't called Ned yet.
You have reached Run and Grow Free, a non-profit organization dedicated to making sure that the wild animals of North America remain wild. No one can take your call at the moment because all of our volunteer staff is busy blocking access to California's wilderness areas in order to protect their cougar, bear, and condor populations. But if you leave your name and number after the beep, someone will eventually get back to you. Especially if you want to make a donation.
I'm glad for the chance to talk once again. There is something I must explain.
By all means, explain away.
What I said before about wolves. It is because my grandmother was killed by wolves. Killed and devoured.
How?
Years ago,
Not
when my
that
mother was a
tone.
little girl, her mother, my grandmother, was on her way back from the village on her motor scooter, which was and still is the only means of
Transatlantic accents
transportation
for
most
every minor phone
Fredonians can
character.
afford. It was January, and the sun had just set, and it was dark, very cold. There were thousands of wolves in the countryside that winter. At night they would roam in huge, hungry packs. My grandmother was halfway home when she came upon a young man waving from the side of the road for her to stop. He too had been on a scooter, but his had broken down, and wolves were gathering all around him, preparing to attack. My grandmother, of course, stopped, and he leapt on behind her, and they took off down the road with the wolves, dozens of them, chasing after them. But with two people riding it, her scooter was slow, much too slow, and the wolves soon caught up with them. And when one of the wolves seized my grandmother's boot in its teeth and started to pull, instead of helping her, the man pushed her off the bike. It instantly gained speed and he got away. My grandmother, set upon by the wolves, did not.
If she died, how do you know that's what happened?
Tormented by guilt, the young man eventually confessed. He went to prison for several years, and the wolves were hunted year-round until the countryside was rid of them. But the damage was done.
That would have been
And
a
so, I'm
large
happy to
wolf
talk
pack.
to you about any subject except wolves. About them, I have nothing to say.
Ever see Lou Talbot when you're out there training?
The college student? Just yesterday, I had to slow down to avoid colliding with him. It ruined my whole session.
Usually
That's all for now.
6
It
to
has been a
8.
pleasure.
Okay. Interesting.
What you need?
Someone went into the ice fishing shack and ruined all of Bill Kessler's equipment.
Probably some animal-loving eco-fanatic who figured it was time to save the fish.
So much for trying to catch a bigger fish than Mr. Kessler.
Say no more. There's my tackle box. It's all yours.
it.
Kessler tried to rope me into competing with him, but I can't very well do that when you've got my hook and line now, can I?
No, I don't suppose you can.
What else do you want?
Anything to make
I'll
Nancy
get out
do
of your hair
everything
now.
for me.
See you later.
I feel like it's almost 7. Let's go ahead and go to bed, start the next day. We'll do the ice fishing the next day. We'll call Ned. All of that. The Wolf Talk has reminded me that it's been a while since I read a wolf shifter book. And that I need to make my book blanket granny square for the fake mate. I don't know wolf shifter books. Is that a series? Am I behind on the times for not knowing what that is? Oh, not 7 p.m. I meant 7 a.m. Let's try 6 a.m. Just general werewolf fiction, popular right now, especially in romance. Okay, that's why. I don't read a lot of romance. Every once in a while, I'll get on a romance kick, but it's kind of rare.
I better wait until this
Oh.
do not disturb sign is gone.
Is breakfast at 7? Okay. Not the mini bagels. Protect those mini bagels at all costs.
Hello?
Hi, Ned.
Ooh,
It's
a
Nancy.
romance book club
Hey,
would be
Nance.
fun.
I couldn't tell it was you because you're not calling from your cell phone.
No coverage out here. I'm in the middle of the Canadian Rockies, remember?
Oh, I haven't forgotten. Everything okay?
A lone wolf has been seen and heard hanging out around the lodge lately.
A wolf? That's kind of cool.
No, what's cool is that it dug me out of an avalanche and saved my life.
You're kidding me. Why would a wolf do that?
I don't know. Yet.
So, you've got a wolf hanging around that acts like Lassie. What else?
Are you familiar with a book by Jack London called The Call of the Wild?
Sure, it's about a dog who winds up leading a pack of wolves. It's a classic. Why do you ask?
Because I found a copy of it in Lou's room.
Interesting. Maybe he's got something to do with the wolf that's been lurking around outside the lodge.
I kinda doubt it. I mean, he does stick up for the wolf, and he could be up to something outside besides snowshoeing. But if he is, I doubt it involves the wolf. I can't see Lou dealing with animals. He's just too laid back.
So the fact that he's reading that book is just a coincidence.
I think so.
As I recall, it was a pretty good book.
Ollie's on the avalanche patrol, which means he knows how to handle explosives.
Could he be the mad bomber?
He's got the temperament for it, I can guarantee you that. What I'm not sure about is why he'd be the mad bomber. Although he did mention that he wanted to get back into ranching for himself.
What's stopping him?
No property and no cash. Which reminds me, Chantal hasn't gotten around to giving him the raise she promised him. He seemed a tad bitter about that.
Maybe he figures if he wreaks enough havoc around there, Chantal will shut down the lodge and sell it to him for next to nothing. Not only will he get property, he'll get revenge.
You really think she'd sell the lodge to Ollie?
Of course not, but if Ollie thinks that, he could easily be your guy.
Practically the first thing that happened when I got to the lodge is the bunkhouse blew up.
Yikes. So there was another act of sabotage?
Looks that way. The sheriff found traces of a plastic explosive called C4 on some of the debris.
So if whoever blew up the bunkhouse is the same person who's been causing the accidents, you're looking for someone who knows something about explosives.
Looks that way, yeah.
Well, that's a pretty good lead. What else have you got?
Guadalupe Comillo says she's a bird watcher, but I'm not so
Your
sure.
dog has
Why
begged
do
for
you say that?
chapstick
For
in
one
the
thing,
past.
most birders will go on for hours
That's
about the
so
birds they've
random.
seen or the birds they want to see, but not her. In fact,
My
birds
dogs
seem to be the
really
last
like
thing on her mind.
oranges.
And for another thing?
Like a lot. They love oranges.
The alarm clock from her room is missing.
So she's not a bird watcher because she sleeps in?
I found a melted clock face in the debris left behind when the bunkhouse exploded. It could have been part of the timing device.
Do you think it could have been Guadalupe's? Do you think she's the one who blew up the bunkhouse?
Hey, women can blow things up too, you know. At the very least, they can help blow things up.
Whatever you say.
The guy who built Icicle Creek Lodge also built this weird concrete pyramid thing nearby that everyone calls Trapper Dan's Needle.
What's it for?
No one knows, but there was a piece of black nylon-type fabric sticking out of it. Like there's a door in it and someone had snagged their clothes on it on their way in.
Ah, he's
think there's a
also
door,
watching
but
the
you can't
stream.
see
I
one?
love that.
Right.
We'll just keep poking around. If
something's got a front door, it usually has a back door, too.
Yanni Volkstaya, the cross-country skier? Someone threw a bomb at him while he was out on the slopes training.
A bomb? You mean like a grenade or something?
I guess. I heard the explosion myself.
Why would someone do that?
From what I've read, Yanni is a pretty ruthless competitor. He's probably made a lot of enemies. In fact, he's convinced that his competitors are the ones who blew up the bunkhouse. He thinks they were trying to intimidate him.
And what do you think?
I think he's just being paranoid. Someone may be using explosives around here, but I really don't think they're doing it just to get rid of Yanni Volkstaya.
Then why are they using them?
That I intend to find out.
Good idea.
Bad news. Chantal is insisting that if I need help, I get it from this police consultant she hired. A guy named Tino Balducci.
Tino Balducci? Not that cop.
That's the one.
I do. I have 2 dogs.
Someone
They're both
introduced them and he
mixes.
charmed her into hiring him. And now I have to get all my hints from him.
Well,
Charcoal is the oldest. We call her Cole. And she's a Catahoula leopard mix of some kind. And then Clover, who we got this year, is some kind of mix of like maybe Australian Shepherd and Pit. Something like that. Maybe a little bit of like bulldog in her. She's a hefty dog, but she also has blue eyes. She's a cutie. They're both cuties. I love them both.
I'd better get going.
We're definitely a dog family, though.
I miss you
I'm allergic
too.
to cats.
Bye, Ned.
Mr. Goose is allergic to cats. So, we're dog people.
Check. Been there. Can't check that off yet. Oops. Haven't done that.
I guess I could have... Let's go win a snowball fight, and then maybe by the time we do that... Oh, we can't yet. It's extreme danger. She called you right after you were talking about her. Allergic to cats, but I just suffer and take allergy meds every day. I mean, that's fair. If you're willing to do that, then do it. I'm just not. Is this something that I can do right now? I don't remember. It is something I can do now.
Strange. It's empty.
I have the cilantro soap gene, but I eat tons of cilantro. Is there therapy for this? That is a shame. What if I do... maybe the raccoons this time? Okay, so I can only do the pig right now. Your iPad is being a troll. Maybe Ollie is downstairs. We can talk to him.
What you need?
I'll get out of your hair now.
Oh, there's
Good.
a hi-bye convo. If you're playing bingo with us, that was a bingo square.
What you
Oops.
need?
I'll get out of your hair now.
Good.
I meant to walk away. Thank you, Liv. Thank you for the Windows XP error, and thank you for the bits. We have 9 minutes before breakfast, and then we can actually get stuff done. I'm just killing time. I feel like the rug placement is really interesting. I don't know.
Sounds like she has her phone off the hook. I'll call back at a better time.
Is there Ned drama in this game? I have not seen any so far. We've only called him once.
Hey, Nancy. What you need?
Definition of drama is they're not getting along.
I guess maybe I could use a hint.
That's what I'm here for.
Does the game let you click on the names? No. I have to type it all in. Or dial the number,
Bill
whatever.
Kessler wants me to catch a 2-foot northern pike. Only my fishing skills seem to be pretty much
You
non-existent.
can wake him up at midnight. Does that count? I don't know. It depends on how he responds, I guess.
Northern pike in my sleep. Look, first off, check out the computer in the lobby so you know what a northern pike looks like. Then when you're fishing, just click to get your hook to drop down.
The
or
official
rise up.
bingos
And
right
if you
now?
want a really hot tip,
Like the ones that
just
I've
click on
checked
the mouth of
off?
a fish coming toward your line. Next thing you know, bam, you got yourself a fish. Just keep at it till you catch a northern pike that's 2 feet long. Now you'll probably never be as good at fishing
So
as, say,
we've got
me, but you'll
reference
get the
to an
hang of
old game.
Thanks for the tip.
it. All in a day's
Photos
work.
of real people.
See ya.
Offensive voice acting accents. Hi bye combo. And Nancy is being insensitive or intrusive. And the free square. That's what we have so far. So. Breakfast time. Fab. French toast, Canadian bacon, omelet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah! Why is that so fast? Oh, oh no. Oh, oh no. That was so
now look
fast.
what you've done. Chantal's not gonna like this.
Okay, second chance. You can check that off your bingo card too. That was unfortunate. Okay, I've learned my lesson. Okay, don't burn. Don't burn. No! Okay.
Order up.
I think everything's fine there. I put too many French toasts in there. I don't know why this is like stressing me out all of a sudden. Okay, one of everything except 2 olives. It's the toast.
Order up.
It is the toast. The toast just goes so fast. Why is it so freaking fast? Okay. 1 spinach, 1 cheese, and then 3 and 2. You can right-click to clear your hand. I had no idea. Thank you.
Order up.
That's great to know. Oh! I messed up! Ugh. I think I feel the pressure. I feel the pressure of chat watching me. Just take your time.
Order up.
Is this not timed for real? I don't know why I thought it was timed. Well, that makes me feel a lot better. I guess because I'm used to the Waverly snack shop being timed. Or at least the teacher orders. That's probably what the deal is here. The only timed element is surrounding burning food. That makes sense.
Order up.
This does look like a good breakfast, I gotta say. We did it. All the other cooking games are timed. Okay. Well, that makes me feel better that I'm not just crazy for thinking that it could be timed. Okay, we need to go fishing.
Stop! How dare you trespass here? You shall pay for your insolence. You win!
Wow, I really redeemed myself with that.
Whatever you're really cold, just squeeze the toasty pack and you'll get a burst of heat.
That was very
It only
good.
works when you're already cold, and you can only use one toasty pack at a time.
I'm starting to get really cold.
I don't think the bar mini game is timed, but you do get less tips if you take a long time. I don't think you're penalized, though. Just looking for that northern pike. That's a log. You don't get yelled at for taking too long. I don't think so. I didn't mean to back away, but that's fine. The old guy just starts rambling. Uh-oh, uh-oh. All my pikes are down there.
I broke my line.
Hi, Miss Lemon. How are ya? I was doing great with the fishing earlier. And now it's hard all of a sudden. I just need the northern pike. What? Are you kidding me?
My line just bit the dust.
Just got stuck fishing in Secret of the Old Clock. How did I miss that? Rigged. Rigged. Thank
Close,
you.
but no cigar.
I thought so too. I thought I got robbed on that as well. Oh, now they're being kind.
Doesn't quite measure up.
Now they're giving me a lot of northern pikes because they're like, you know what? We kind of did her dirty on that one. Close, but no cigar. Ah! The music is cool for this part. I didn't even think about that, bud. That's funny. Nice hat. I'm so bad at knowing the names of the tracks. I've got no clue.
Rats, too small.
Thank you for the bits, Liv. Do y'all feel like this is taking me longer than normal people? Am I just really bad at this?
Oh my god!
Oh,
I snagged a sturgeon.
Everybody stay calm.
There goes my line.
Thank you for the bits again. That one kind of scared me.
Wait. Everybody calm down!
I don't remember it taking me this long before, but maybe, I don't know. You get immediately where it takes 2 hours. Okay, so it's probably not my fault. Probably. It's just a randomized thing. Oh.
Close, but no cigar.
No. Is this just, what is that? Is that just like a bomb? I don't know what that is. I feel like that thing could explode. A mine. So yeah, same thing. They both explode. What if they do? Should I try? Will it blow up if I catch it?
There we go. A 2-foot northern pike.
I'll keep fishing
no more
until...
fishing for me.
Oh, what? They won't let me fish anymore? No! That's so sad. Well, it's the thought that counts. Nancy gets knocked out. You can mark that off your bingo card. Me to Freddy.
Oh my gosh. Whoever threw that ice ball at me must have set off an explosion that shattered the ice. And my jacket's gone. No wonder I'm so cold. A coat. I need to make it to shore by jumping from ice floe to ice floe and put on that coat before I freeze to death.
Ooh. Maggie's close to bingo. This is a time puzzle.
This is, or why that wolf left it here. But at least now I won't freeze to death.
Can we get Lou spends more time in a minigame than necessary between that and the cooking? Speedrun strats. I don't know how I did that. Yeah, we can do spends more time on a minigame than is necessary. We can do it.
I feel warmer already. There's a note in one of the pockets.
I want a wolf to go shopping for me.
Since I can't go back the way I came, maybe these tracks will lead me to shelter. Avalanche Ridge. Ugh, not exactly reassuring. The snow's so deep, I'm sinking up to my knees. If I want to follow those tracks, I'm gonna need some snowshoes. Ski tracks, probably Yanni's.
Save the game
I bet
soon.
if I follow them, I'll wind up back at the lodge.
I'll save it now. Avalanche Ridge. Thank you, Liv. Thanks for the reminder.
I can't stop shivering. I need to get in and out of the cold, like, soon.
Okay. Can we go in the little trap door right here? Guess not.
Ah, much better.
It
It
was
was
really
really
cold.
cold.
Nancy, hi! What the heck happened out there?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? I walked out to Icicle Lake to see how you were
That's a
doing
bingo
in the fishing
square.
shack, only there wasn't any fishing shack.
What do you mean?
There wasn't even a lake. The ice was all busted up like
I'm
somebody
one away
dropped
from
a bomb
bingo,
on
but
it.
I don't think I can get
All
it
I
in this
know
game.
is after I caught that 2-foot northern pike, I walked outside and someone knocked me unconscious with an ice ball. The next thing I knew,
Is there a
was an
peephole in this
explosion, and I
game?
was on an ice floe in the middle of the lake with no coat and no fish.
Somebody decked you with an ice ball and blew up the lake? Holy moly!
Probably you. Couldn't stand the thought of losing to a girl.
Har har. The good news is you're okay. The bad news? No more ice fishing.
Well, I better get back to work.
Drop by anytime.
Exclamation Nancy Bingo.
What's up?
Would it be all right if I borrowed your snowshoes?
No.
I don't really have to borrow yours. Any old pair would do.
Well, in that case, no.
What's the matter with you? Afraid of cooties? Let her use your snowshoes.
I've only got one pair, and they're like precious, you know? Sorry, dude, the answer's no. What can I say?
Nice talking to
Steal
you.
the
Happy trails.
snowshoes. Can I? I've never stolen them before.
Oh, should I take these or not?
I didn't know you could do that. I took them.
What do you want?
Wait.
You messed with my rifle, didn't you?
This I gotta hear.
Excuse me?
This fax just came for you. It's from the wacko left.
Oh no, the ad break.
Screw up my rifle so I'd miss that wolf.
I'm sorry, guys.
How dare you talk to me like that? I'm leaving this place right now.
Good. You just got yourself an escort off the premises.
Maggie, do you still get ads?
Yo, Nancy the maid. Sup? What are you doing with my snowshoes?
These? Oh, I was just cleaning them.
Sweet. But I thought I'd go for a little trek. Can I have them?
Oh, yeah, sure. And then I'll just finish cleaning your room.
Nancy
Have fun.
got caught snooping. I've never seen that before. I've never seen that. That's crazy. Thank you, Liv.
Huh? Oh. Hi.
People who sleep during the day usually have a hard time sleeping at night, you know.
Not
I can
Nancy.
sleep anytime,
Not Nancy
anywhere.
throwing shade
That's
like
what happens
that.
when you got a clear conscience.
I haven't called him in the middle of the night yet, but I will.
Since Mr. Talbot isn't here, could I play a game of fox and geese with you?
You
should
bet.
I, should
Have
I
a
do this
seat.
now?
Here are the rules. The white pieces are the geese. The black piece is the fox. The goal of the geese is to corner the fox so he can't
I probably
move,
shouldn't
while
play
the
this
goal
right
of
now.
the
I'm gonna have to
fox
play it a
is to
lot
gobble
later.
up geese so that they can't corner him. The geese can only move forward along a line to the next point, either directly forwards, diagonally, or sideways. Same thing for the fox, except when he's next to a goose that has an empty spot directly behind it. He can jump over it.
Gobble it up.
Right. Gobble it up and remove it from the board. You just take turns and play until somebody wins and somebody loses.
Yes,
I'll
thank
be
you for the
fox.
recap.
Ready?
Actually, I changed my mind. I don't want to play right now.
Okay.
Loosey-goosey, baby.
So what can I do for you?
Loosey-goosey.
Thank you
Well,
for the bits,
sorry to
Liv.
bother you.
You want to talk? You know where to find me.
I guess I could call Guadalupe. Guadalupe conmigo. Yeah, here she is.
This is Lupe. Leave a message and perhaps we'll talk later.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. I'll call you later.
Okay. Can't call.
How can I help you?
I really need to get somewhere in the backcountry and was thinking you could maybe give me a cross-country ski lesson or two?
Out of the question.
If
I
you
don't
never
have the
talk
time,
to
the
Lupe, she
equipment, or
never
frankly, the
leaves.
desire. I am sorry.
I'm learning so
You're
much
busy,
about this
so
game.
I'll let you go.
Kavichinaya.
Kavichi Naya. What does that mean?
What you need?
I couldn't help but overhear the
This game
argument
has
you and Miss
layers,
Camille
yeah.
had.
She messed up my rifle so I couldn't shoot that wolf, so I tossed her out. Told her to take her little crusade somewhere else.
Have you told Chantal that you threw her out?
No, not
If
yet.
she never leaves,
She's
cooking
not
never
gonna be
becomes
happy.
optional.
By golly, that woman was a menace.
Oh.
Anybody who deliberately sabotaged
When
a
does
man's
cooking
rifle
become
is capable
optional?
of anything. But at least now I know why I missed that wolf. And like I told her as I was giving her the bum's rush, next time, I won't miss.
Would you happen to know the combination to the lock on the display case that has the snowshoes in it?
Only person who'd know that is Chantal. Just cross your fingers that she wrote it down. Gal's got a memory like a butterfly net. Of course, there's no need for you to go repeating that.
I'll let you get back to work.
That's
If you need
crazy.
anything,
What a burn.
just holler.
If enough guests leave, Ollie suddenly knows how to read recipes again. Not this. Ite. Let me think. It really is crazy how much of this game is optional. I should call Chantal.
Check. Been there, done. Can't check that off yet. Oops, haven't done. Can't check that off yet. Can't check that off yet. Can't check that off yet.
It's all totally unfair, and I'm sick of putting up with things that aren't fair. It's his fault, her fault, their fault that I don't have what's rightfully mine. They are thieves, and it's an insult to have what they stole from us waved around in my face. I could throttle him, both of them, for what they did. Justice shall be served one day I will have justice. The Easter egg in this game is crazy.
That's finished. Call 1555 Mystico and prepare to be amazed.
Who dares disturb the concentration of Mystico the Magnificent?
I'm sorry. This is Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew, I see your future clear as tape. I see a white wolf.
That
and
makes
a
sense.
dark
That one makes
figure
sense.
named Bruno.
Bruno?
But beware,
Do I have
Nancy Drew, the
to
wolf
say
will
anything
only lead to
specific
danger and intrigue.
to trigger the
Cool.
Easter egg
I
thing?
mean, yes, Mystico.
Or can I say anything?
Huh?
You're supposed to say Mystico the Magnificent.
Which one?
Oh, right. Yes, Mystico the Magnificent.
So, Nancy Drew, what secrets from the beyond do you seek?
Which one do I pick? Oh yeah, I guess that does count as I asked chat for help. I want to pick the right one. Oh, saving is a good idea. Quantic Flux, welcome in. Thanks so much for the raid. What were you guys playing? Does he reference other games during the call? He did reference Crystal Skull. Okay, let's try something very special.
Something very special.
A wise choice. Return to the icy depths, and there you will discover the jewel of the deep blue
No sewers in
sea.
this one. Is there a peephole in this
has
one?
spoken.
I don't think so. It's going good. How's your stream? I hope you had a good old time.
How dare you
Liv, can you give Quantic Flux a shout out? Do you remember how to do that? Oh, I totally clicked on her. Oh! Thank you, Liv.
You win! Bombs away!
No worries. I always try to give my raiders shout outs when I can. This will never not be so funny. True. Okay, maybe now I can get the bomb. Should I save right here? I haven't seen one yet. Oh, not that. Now, I don't want to miss the Easter egg, though, either. Yes, you can count it. Also, for any of the newbies,
we are looking for Blue's
thank you for the bits, Liv.
We are looking for
any of the
Blue's
newbies, if you want to play Nancy Bingo with us, you can type exclamation Nancy Bingo in the chat, and it'll generate a bingo card for you. And we just got an Easter egg, so that is a bingo square checked off. I'm gonna keep fishing for the mine. I won't do this for too long because I just don't want to be here for forever, but I will try to get it because I want to see if it'll explode. I should save again. Oh, and there it is. So it'll come more than once, which is good to know. I hope it... I wonder if they're not gonna send any mines through anymore, since everything's technically exploded already. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm wondering. Dang, it probably won't. Yeah, you're right. We'll just catch a fish. That one. Tragic indeed. Indeed, indeed. Also, have we seen any Krollmeister products yet? I don't think so, but I could have missed it. Because that's on the bingo as well.
Ah, warm again. That's for me.
Nancy, because of that Neanderthal of a handyman, I have been forced to return home. Please call me. When it comes to the White Wolf, there is much for us to talk about. Lupe. Now I can call her. There has been an offensive accent, yes. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there was one later.
Hello?
Miss Camillo, hi, it's Nancy Drew from Icicle Creek Lodge.
Yo, look how full.
Hello. Is the wolf all right?
Look at how full my bingo
Ollie
card
hasn't
is.
succeeded in
And
shooting
still no
or trapping
bingo.
it yet, if that's what you mean. But I'm not going to tell you any more until you tell me who you really are.
All right. I'm a member of Run and Grow Free. As you may or may not know, that's an organization dedicated to the protection of wild animals. I went to the lodge to make sure nothing happened to that wolf. See, we're trying desperately to arrange to have it captured and transported to a sanctuary. But so far, all the ones we've contacted are full. And unless and until we find a place
Remind
for
me
it,
the next
all we can
time
do is try to protect
I
it. Now,
go to
tell me
sleep
more
to
about the
call
contact
Ned
you've had
at
with the wolf.
midnight.
After I was buried by an avalanche, it dug a hole in the snow so I could escape.
It may have sensed you were in trouble, or its behavior may have been totally random. But either way, the fact that the wolf didn't simply run away from you is very bad news.
It is?
Wolves and humans simply do not mix. While wolves may appear to be similar
Thank
to
you,
dogs,
bud.
behaviors that have been bred out
Thank you.
of dogs after thousands of years of domestication are still instinctive to wolves. Training a wolf to behave like a dog may mask those instincts, but it cannot eradicate them. For that reason, no matter how sociable the wolf may appear, instinct can at any moment
Liv,
rear its
don't do
ugly
this to
head
me.
with devastating results for any humans involved and for the
Don't
wolf,
do this to
especially
me.
for the wolf, who will have simply been doing what comes naturally.
So I should avoid all
You
contact
silly
with the wolf?
goose.
Unfortunately, the damage has
You're so
probably already been
silly.
done, but you should certainly not initiate contact, and do not ever give in to the temptation to feed the wolf. For one thing, a wolf's jaws are twice
I do
as
not want to
powerful as a
talk
German
to her
shepherd's,
about all of
and
this
should
right
your
now.
hand happen to get in its way when it tries to feed?
I get the picture.
For another thing, making the wolf dependent upon you for food would seal its doom. It sounds strange, Nancy, but the very best thing you can do for that wolf is nothing.
That's it for now.
Thanks for calling.
No, you're being a real silly goose right now.
Thank you for the beds, Liv.
I think you've earned that right.
Okay. What's on our checklist? Let's find out.
Oops. Haven't done
I
that.
still haven't called
Been
Chantal.
there, done that.
Okay, I guess I'm doing that.
Hello?
Hi, it's Nancy
No,
Drew.
you're being a real silly goose right now.
Another?
Actually, it was more like Ollie
Thank you for the
threw her
bets.
out.
Well, good riddance, right? I mean,
I hope you
he
did
said
that on
she was an
purpose and not on
environmental nut
accident.
job. In fact, he said he wouldn't be surprised if she's the one who caused those accidents and blew up the bunkhouse.
I don't think so.
You don't? I was hoping I could tell my lawyers that the case is closed and come home.
I still have to come up with proof.
Oh, that. Well, the lodge is probably better off without her in any case. Although she did pay for her stay in advance. And in
You thought it
cash.
ate your bits the first
Cash
time. It was
is
just
good.
delayed.
Oh, well. Anything else to report?
Boo.
I think
I'm
onto
sorry.
something, but I desperately need
Do you want me to
snowshoes.
refund the other
Could
one?
you give me the combination to the lock on the display
I can
case
figure
so I
it
could
out?
use the ones in there?
I certainly can, but I'm not going to until you do something for me.
Sure.
I'm going to fax you a survey that Tino came up with. He says you're to fill most of it out by observing the people staying at the lodge, rather than just asking
Oh,
them questions
Anne, thank you
outright.
for the
He says
bits.
that would put them on
Thank
their
you so
guard.
much.
When it's all filled out,
I really
fax it to
appreciate
Tino.
it.
The results will help him come up with a profile that will help you to determine which of our guests is responsible for the accidents.
I really don't
Much
think that's
love,
necessary.
Much love.
Well, Tino does, so I'm faxing it to you even as we speak. In fact, it's done. So why don't you go get it right now? I'll wait.
Great. I
I'll
just
wait.
hope the questions aren't too dumb.
No, they're dumb.
Got it.
They're dumb, Nancy.
Now remember, when you're done filling it out, fax it directly to Tino. And he wants you to call him before you do so he can turn his machine on.
I've
Did
never
you know that
understood
Ollie is
how
building a
faxing
trap
works.
to catch the wolf that's been
Am I
hanging
dumb
around?
for that?
No, but he told me he'd been having trouble shooting it, so good for him. Whatever it takes to get rid of it.
But why
Like,
does he
I
need to
don't
get rid
get
of
it.
it?
Is it a
It's not hurting
printer?
anything.
It's freaking out my guests, which means
What's the
it's hurting
difference?
my bottom line.
Faxing.
Especially on top
A
of
fax
everything
machine.
else that's been happening.
But why not, say, call a wolf sanctuary and have them come and take the wolf away? That would certainly be more humane.
Look, Ollie's had a lot of experience with varmints or whatever he calls them, so I have to assume that he knows best. In fact, I think he used to hunt wolves for food. Or was that bears? But lions, tigers, bears, wolves, they're all a huge insurance risk for someone in my business. So I don't care how Ollie does it.
Basically a
I
printer,
just
but
want
the
that
info
wolf
that
gone.
it prints out is sent through the phone lines. Okay, interesting. Interesting.
You'll hear from me again later.
I mean, I was born in 98, so I still feel like I've been around the block, but I never had to use a fax machine. So, that's knowledge that I don't have. Okay, now what am I doing? Did she give me the...
Been there, done that.
Okay.
Hello again.
I'll see you two later, okay?
Drop by anytime.
I hate the Tino survey.
I'll catch you later.
Been real.
Okay. I'm gonna have to take notes for this. Okay, side of the bed. Well, I guess since I'm carrying this, I don't really have to take notes. Never mind. I don't have to put it in the computer or anything. I work as a software engineer for law firms, and they are heavy in faxing, scanning, snail mail. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Fax machine constantly interrupting my internet adventures as a kid. Dial-up was a nightmare. Dial-up was a nightmare. Oh, I hated dial-up. I wasn't able to play Webkins until we got rid of dial-up. And Webkins was really important to my social life. Okay, so... Toronto... Los Angeles, and however you say that. Is that correct? I think so. Okay, what else do I need? Which planet in the solar system? Does suspect identify with? What side of the bed does the suspect get up from? I guess a lot of this can be guessing, right? So...
Hello again.
I know this is going to sound like a strange question, but what planet do you most identify with?
I guess it would be Mars.
Man,
You
faxing
know,
was
that
good
whole
for
God of
engagement.
War thing?
I should have known. I'll see you two later, okay?
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
What's up?
I was just wondering, what planet do you most identify with?
Planet X.
I'm sorry, I meant in our solar system.
Planet X?
But there is no Planet X.
There will be.
So, you identify with Planet X.
Planet X. That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, I'll let you go.
Been real.
How can I help you?
Would you
I think
mind telling me
Lupe's
what
planet is
you
Earth.
most identify with?
Pluto.
Actually, Pluto's not a planet anymore.
That is exactly the point. Pluto stirs up passion and controversy, yet it continues undaunted on its course, as do I. Pluto and I, we are as brothers.
I've disturbed you long enough.
Come back anytime.
Hello?
Hi, Lupe. This is Nancy Drew again.
Is everything all right?
The wolf's fine. I just have some questions.
Like what?
This is going to sound like a really weird question, but from what side of the bed do you usually get up?
Why in the world do you want to know that?
Oh, please don't try to make me explain.
Well, it's a harmless question, I suppose. Let's see. I get up on my left side.
If I were to ask you which planet you most identify with, which one would you say?
Earth. No, wait. Make that Venus. No, Earth. No, actually Venus. No, Earth. No offense, dear, but that's a very silly question.
Tell me about it.
And I can't ask her
Well,
about
I'll let you go.
Feel free to call me anytime. Bye.
Okay, so she is left, Earth, and I think Nancy said something about this. Yeah, just put no. I'm pretty sure Lou's the only one that doesn't like paprika, but we'll test it out. It's about to be lunchtime. That's the right side of the bed, right? Almost there. Just one more minute. There we go.
As long as it's not time to cook, I might as well stay out of the kitchen.
It is time to cook, actually.
No need to go in there till it's time to cook.
What do you mean?
As long as it's not time to cook, I might as well stay out of the kitchen. As long as it's not time to cook, I might as well stay out of the kitchen.
What do you mean? It's time to cook. Noon to 1. It's time to cook. Let her cook. Thank you. Wow. Okay, hamburger.
Order up. Order up. Order up.
Oh, only one. Wait. How do I...
Order up.
Maybe it's Bill that doesn't like the paprika. But they didn't say anything. So I think it is Lou, and I just didn't have a chance to put it on anything. So let's call Tino and see if we got this right.
Nancy, hi. You finished with that survey yet?
I sure am.
Good girl.
Ew.
Turn on the fax machine here. Okay,
Ew.
let her rip.
I did not like that.
Nice work, Nancy. According to the survey, our perp is none other than our bird-watching
That gave me the
captain,
ick
snowshoer,
too.
Bill Kessler.
But Bill Kessler likes to ice fish. Guadalupe Comillo is the
Oh my
one
gosh,
who
y'all are
likes to
still
birdwatch.
talking about
Yoni Valkstaya is a
faxing.
champion skier, and
Fax
Lou
hacking
Talbot likes to
rabbit
snowshoe.
hole. Oh my god.
But you were kind of right. I mean, you did
That's
pretty
so
much describe everyone
interesting.
at the lodge.
I did? Yeah, I guess I did.
I love that for you guys.
Maybe I just need to look at the survey data from a different perspective or something. Yeah, maybe the answer's there after all, and I just gotta shuffle things around in order to see it. Oh, hey, before I forget, Chantel said when you finished the survey, I was supposed to pass some numbers on to you. Said it was the combination of something?
Yes, to the display case. What is it?
7669. Anything else I can do for you?
That does it for now.
Always a pleasure.
That did it. Possible sauropod scapula. Take to lab for precise ID.
I don't remember the gunshot happening. Is that an always?
I can't stop shivering. I need to get in and out of the cold, like, soon. Looks like some kind of house. Could someone be living there? Hello? Is anyone here? Doesn't sound like it.
How do I find the... I don't remember how to find the, combination for this. Note from jacket. Oh. Right. Totally. Totally the note from the jacket. Okay. How do I translate that? What do you mean this was it? What? Bestie, I had no idea. So is it 6512? Also, thank you, Maggie, for letting me know. She's in the cold and timed.
The Rest of My Life by Julius McQuaid.
And now this is something that I will not be reading all of. At least not right now. Not until I absolutely need to. But this is the diary entries about ISIS.
You better run! She's our friend and she's crazy!
Thank you for the bits, Liv.
So once I get her attention by saying her name, I can give her commands.
Oh. I start such a chain of commands by saying ISIS, and I end the chain by saying go. For instance, if I want her to move forward, then lie down, then turn to her right, then bark, then turn to her left, then turn around and come back, I say ISIS, forward, down, right, bark, left, turn around, go. And she does it. And she won't even attempt to follow a command that makes no sense to her. She's truly amazing.
Ability to sort objects by scent. If she has an object in her mouth, she'll sniff, then drop the object near another object that has the same scent.
Are we still in an ad? It looks like it's over to me, but I mean, I can never tell. Hey, Christmas Eve, 12/24.
Pinevale Hospital. Maybe I can use Isis and her incredible sense of smell to figure out who owns the notebook I found outside. All I have to do is get something from each of the people at the lodge, something that each of them has touched, then let Isis figure out which of their scents matches the scent on the notebook.
Wait, where does it say Pineview? Oh, there. Hitch a ride to Pinevale Hospital. I've had a fever and a bad cough for about 2 weeks now, and this morning I felt so awful that I almost couldn't get out of bed. So I'm going to hike out to the road while I still have the strength and hitch a ride to Pinevale Hospital. Hopefully they'll give me some antibiotics and send me on my way before Isis starts to wonder where I've gone. The possibility that she would think that I've abandoned her just breaks my heart. She has come to mean the world to me. That's very sad. Isis.
Isis, stay.
I didn't know that I had to click on.
Down, bark, paw, around. Isis, down, bark, paw, around, go.
Oh. She's so cute. No. That's so cute.
Wonder what this is. Looks like there's a phone number on
The
it.
baby.
This indentation looks just like the one on that plaque in the lodge where that missing Rex bone used to be.
Is there more stuff over here that I need? Okay, just the diary, I think.
That's finished. Still need to do that. That's finished. Can't check that off yet. Can't check that off yet. Still need to do that.
The yawn. You're such a good girl. The explosions.
I feel warmer already.
Another note.
Who's this from? Meet me in the sauna in the basement. I have some interesting information for you. A sauna sounds good to me.
Let's do it. Anybody here? I don't think I've ever seen this.
Looks like Yanni has good reason to be so paranoid.
I don't think I had ever seen that before.
Ah, something that Ollie has touched. Hello? Anybody here? These weren't here before. That birthmark below his eye looks very familiar. Hey, is someone out there? The door's... Whew, I'm getting really hot. Once I get all these pipes connected, I can turn on the cold water and cool this place off.
All of the pipes connected?
I'm running out of time. I've got to do something fast.
All of the pipes connected?
I've got to get these pipes aligned before I pass out from the heat. I don't have much time. I've got to get these pipes lined up now.
Shut up, Nancy. Another timed puzzle indeed. And another second chance.
Hey, is someone out there? The door's...
Oh,
I'm getting
container?
really
Liv.
hot.
Wooden ball.
Once I get all these pipes connected, we can turn on the cold water and cool this
Bestie,
down.
thank you for the bits, but now is not the time.
I'm running out of time. I've got to do something fast. If I don't get these pipes adjusted soon, I'm not gonna make it. There.
I did
I'll
it.
still be locked in, but at least I won't feel like a rotisserie chicken anymore.
Rotisserie chicken?
Nancy!
Mr. Kessler? What are you doing down here?
I came down here looking for Ollie, but then I heard all this noise and thought I'd better
Liv.
check it out.
Thank you for the fart.
Door got stuck again, huh? Say, you look kind of bedraggled. Are you all right?
I'm fine, and I'll be even better after you and I have a little talk.
We do need a jump scare, huh?
Yeah, that's me. When I was a kid, this place was practically my second home. My late grandmother, Tilly Wentworth, used to own it.
Tilly.
Was she the reason you wrote that letter I found crumpled up in your room?
About 2 years ago, just before she died, my grandmother sold this place to Albert Moeequay without telling anyone in her family. From what I've heard about Moeequay, I'm pretty sure he bullied her into selling. I think he cheated her, and he cheated us, and that it's high time somebody...
Taught him a lesson by, say, putting Icicle Creek Lodge out of business?
I had nothing to do with that explosion, Lou's window, the food poisoning, the icy stairs. None of that stuff. You ask me, it's karma. The Moeequays are just getting what's coming to them.
Since you used to spend
Y'all
so
know
much
that
time
JoJo
here,
Siwa
do you know
song?
if there's a way to get into Trapper Dan's needle?
Karma?
You know that pyramid thing on the table over there by the entrance to the dining room? If you fool around with it until nothing but pigs show on the outside, this compartment will open up and inside will be this round magnetic thing that used to be Trapper Dan's special master
You're probably
key.
right.
Just hold it up by the needle and a hidden door will pop open.
Never been
But
done
I already
before.
opened up the pyramid, and there was nothing inside.
There wasn't? Oh. Well, I'm afraid you're out of luck.
Could that magnetic key thing be somewhere else?
You know, Grandma Tilly once
Dramatic
told me
shift.
that if you turn the top of the pyramid 45
If you're on Twitch,
degrees,
you're probably an online
then
person.
fill all
Very
the boxes
true.
on the outside with one kind of animal, then another kind of animal, until you do that for all 4 animals. She said if you do that, you'd find a journal in there written by Trapper Dan himself.
Do you think it's still there?
I guess. I know I didn't take it out of there.
I'd better get going.
Okay, so
Okie dokie.
now we can do all the this stuff. Starting with the raccoons. Wait. Did I get the thing from the cabin place? This? There's more to explore at the cabin. I thought I... Wait. Did I do something out of order? There's a second thing, too. I saw the diary. I got all the little heat packs. What am I missing? I think there's a second thing, actually. What should I be looking for?
That's finished. Still need to do that. Check. Been there. That's finished. Oops. Haven't done that. Oops. Haven't done that.
There's a remote. It may not have spawned yet. Okay.
Been there.
So do I
done
need to
that.
go back?
Oops. Haven't done that. Oops. Haven't done that.
Or should I wait until later?
Check. Been there, done. Still need to do that.
Oh, okay. I thought that I might have done something out of order and soft locked something. So I wanted to make sure I didn't make it any worse. I can go in the morning. Okay, got it. I'm just aggressively bingoing. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
We are looking for Blue's Clues. We are looking for Blue's Clues.
Thank you for the bits. This is the hard one for sure. There we go. It's Krollmeister, just haven't been there. Okay.
Daniel Weissnitz, better known as Trapper Dan, I'll bet.
Hi hee ho ho to you for discovering my hidden journal.
The first thing you need to do is crack my cipher below, or just follow the moose, wolf, raccoon, and Mary. Looks like the rest is in some kind of code.
First things first. Locate my ESRCTE. Wait, I don't know what. I thought I knew how to read this. Hello? Might have two ice streams on at the same time later. Isn't there a Krollmeister brand Geiger counter? I'm planning to beat it tonight, but we'll see. How long have I been live? Almost 3 hours? Do we think it'll take me like an hour to beat the rest? Or longer? If it's longer than an hour, then I might need to end it, but I feel like 1 to 2 hours. Depends on how you play and how lucky you get. Could be speedy depending on what you do. Liv can play it so fast.
Check. That's finished. Still need to do that. Can't check. Oops, haven't done that.
Well, I say let's finish this day out, and then maybe we'll call it, depending on how far we get from there. Do I need to call anybody? You can also draw it out for like 11 hours. What is this phone number that I need? Did she write it down in here? I thought she would have. Sorry about the dial tone. Okay, I guess we're gonna look at it. Yeah, and I do need to call Ned at midnight. Always tend toward longer playtime with this because I would get really anxious about doing my chores on time. Yeah, that's kind of how I am. Okay, 334-7625.
You've reached the office of Dr. Nikki Sabatini, professor of geology at the University of Alberta, Camrose. The sound of the beep? No, disregard all that. I'm here. Who's this?
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm staying at the Icicle Creek Lodge, and I recently came across some kind of device that had your phone number on it.
Describe the device.
Well, it has a spike on one end of it, and...
Well, I'll be darned. Where did you say you found it?
Well, actually, someone's
I will be
dog
so
was
sad if
using
I
it
don't
as a
get
chew
bingo
toy.
tonight.
She must have found it outside somewhere. You know what it is?
It's a geophone. Someone stole
I have
a whole
so
crate of
many
them from me
squares
when I was
checked
out on
off.
Skookum Ridge not too long ago.
Why were you on
Look at
Skookum
that.
Ridge?
That is
I was preparing to
crazy.
do a subsurface survey of the area using reflection.
I have so many options for
I set
bingo.
up camp, stored all my equipment in a trailer, went into town for supplies, and when I came back, the trailer had been broken into, and all my geophones were gone. See, if you stick it in the ground, a geophone will detect
That's
seismic
true,
waves and
Liv.
turn them into
That would be like
electrical signals.
perfect
then
questioning
transmitted to a
time
computer so they can
for
be recorded and
suspects.
eventually interpreted. It lets geologists like me make maps of mineral deposits and such without doing any digging. I was going to be the first person to do a full geological survey of the Icicle Creek drainage and the ridges surrounding it. Got grant money and everything. The person who ripped off my equipment sure screwed that up for me. If I ever get my hands on him, oh!
When you say seismic waves, are you talking about earthquakes?
In a way. You see, the seismic waves that geophones detect are man-made. You detonate something on the surface of the ground, and the concussion creates seismic waves which bounce off different geological features differently, depending on the impedance of the feature. The reflected
bingo
waves are
card
what
is
the geophones detect
gone.
and transmit.
So, to put the
Oh,
geophones to
no.
use, you need to blow things up?
Correct.
That's interesting. So, if someone were
Well, I
looking
hope you
for
get it
valuable
back.
mineral deposits, they might use geophones to do it?
If someone had the technical expertise, yes. Although reflection seismology is more typically employed to locate deposits of hydrocarbons, like oil and gas.
What types of mineral deposits are likely to be found around the Icicle Creek drainage?
All kinds of deposits. Silver, lead, uranium, molybdenum. I love saying that word. Molybdenum. I think that's why I became a geologist. Just so I'd have a reason to say molybdenum. Anyway, if you come across any more of my geophones, or anything that would indicate who stole them, please, please, please let me know.
I will.
Good.
What do you know about dinosaur bones?
Precious little, I'm afraid. I know it's possible to find good specimens in Alberta, particularly in your area. But beyond that, paleontology's not really my thing. And all my paleo pals are currently off digging in the dirt on the other side of the world. So I'm afraid I can't refer you to anyone either.
Are dinosaur bones good for anything?
Other than studying? If you're a scientist, no. But because they're obviously rare, a lot of people collect them. In fact, I understand there's a pretty big black market for them.
Black market? You mean people pay money for dinosaur bones?
People pay big money for them.
I've taken you away from your job long enough.
I think I'll have Nancy take a
All
nap
of my geophones were hardwired
so that
to
she
transmit
can
at 990
cook.
kilohertz. So if you find any kind of receiver tuned to that frequency, check it out, because it could very well belong to the thief. Bye!
And then we can go to sleep until midnight so we can call Ned. Thank you for the bits, Liv. Wait. Did you do it twice on purpose? Because I heard it twice. We got the dream! Does this count as a jump scare? That is so spooky, by the way. I don't care what anybody says. That's the scariest part of this whole game, and it's optional.
Oh man, talk about your freaky dreams. My subconscious needs to get a life.
Jump scare. I still don't have a bingo. Let's cook. Salmon. More salmon. Two tomatoes. Yay, Liv got bingo! Yeah, you can count that as a jump scare.
Order up! Order up! Order up!
container, a wooden bowl.
Thank you for the bits, lad.
Order up. And a paper towel roll.
There have been multiple times that I thought about taking that sound clip out of my library because nobody uses it except for you. But then I was like, that would make Liv sad probably. So I kept it. Did I put 3 on there? Nice. Always forget how much I love Cozy Gorf. I know, he's so cute. That's one of my favorite emotes that I have. Hate that it makes you stop, yeah. Alright, let's go to sleep until nighttime. And then we'll call Ned, we'll wake him up. We'll see what happens. Is everybody asleep? Yes. I kind of wish that the lights were off at night, just to make it a little spooky. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Jamie.
Hello?
Hi, Ned. It's Nancy. Can you talk? Or would you rather I call back at a more decent time?
We can talk now. What's up?
Oh, he's really sweet. We woke him up.
Someone dressed in a black snowmobiling suit decked me with an ice ball.
Let's worry
and when
him.
I came to, the lake had been blown to pieces and I was stranded on an ice floe.
Are you okay?
I am now. But remember that piece of black fabric I saw sticking out of Trapper Dan's needle?
You think it came from the clothes the guy who threw the ice ball was wearing?
It's a definite possibility. And if that person
Spit
also blew
take.
up the lake, he or she could
Oh
be
yeah,
the same
for sure
person
it
who blew up
does.
the bunkhouse.
That does
Which means
count.
If you come across someone who owns a black snowmobiling suit that's
And technically you can check that off anyway, because I marked that square when she was talking to Elsa
admitted
about
she
her
came
ex.
to Icicle Creek Lodge not to watch birds, but to protect the wolf.
So you were right.
Yep.
And all the
Bingo! Yay!
Well, I suppose
But
that
if you're
she
in
and
the
that
Discord,
organization she
you
belongs
can
to
share it
might
in the
feel
bingo
the best way to
card
protect the
channel.
wolf is by
If you're
forcing
not in the
Chantal to shut
Discord,
down the lodge,
exclamation
but-
Discord, and get in there.
For one thing, she's not at the lodge anymore. Ollie kicked her out.
That doesn't exonerate her. She could have been working with someone who's still there.
She's just so passionate about the wolf. I respect that, and I guess it makes me want to give her the benefit of the doubt.
She lied to you once, Nancy. Just remember that.
What I can't figure out is who left those old photos of Bill Kessler for me in the sauna.
Someone left pictures for you in the sauna?
Yeah, they proved that Bill Kessler lied when he said this was his first visit to Icicle Creek Lodge. Turns out his grandmother used to own the place.
So someone wanted you to know that Kessler was lying?
Actually, right after I found the pictures, the door closed behind me and I couldn't get out. If I hadn't managed to fill the pipes with cold water instead of hot, and if Bill Kessler hadn't finally opened the door, we wouldn't be
Another
having this
ad break.
conversation. Or any other for that matter.
Someone left incriminating pictures of Kessler for you, then tried to lock you in the sauna?
Looks that way.
But if the idea was to lock you in, why bother to leave you the pictures? Why not just lure you down there, push you inside, then lock the door after you?
Maybe someone left the pictures for me and someone else followed me downstairs and locked me in.
Could be.
Maybe the two are totally unrelated.
In any case, the fact that Kessler is the one who got you out pretty much lets him off the hook, huh?
Not necessarily. Maybe Kessler opened the door only because he figured by then my goose had been cooked, as it were. He did look pretty surprised when he saw me.
Well, be that as it may, one thing is for darn sure. No more saunas for you.
That's all I have to report.
You can call me anytime. Got that?
Got it.
Aw. He's really sweet. He deserves better. Apparently he really meant any time, yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. I think that we will call it for YouTube today. I think that that's all we're going to play. We're going to do a part 2 of White Wolf. So stay tuned for when that's going to happen. Tomorrow we're playing Zoombinis. So keep an eye on your Twitch notifications to see when I go live. If you're not following me on Twitch, YouTube watchers, come on over. The link is in the description. Otherwise, I'll see you later. Bye.